I am Israel Melendez.
And what do you do?
I am an independent filmmaker and photographer based out of Chicago and Northwest Indiana, and creator of the series. It is April 27th, 2025. We're filming this on a new moon, just like the very first episode for this whole series. I called Antonio, who's right behind the camera, and we're here with Jordan too. Jaggy of the Lit. These are the first two guys I interviewed for the series. It's an honor to have them with me today. Just like the first episode, I asked Antonio impulsively if we can just come out and film. It's the first nice day in Chicago for a minute, and honestly, it was the perfect time to come out and do this. Where I'm at right now, I have so much I need to spill out. In terms of the series, I just filmed all the other interviews, so they're all filmed already, so now it's my turn, and here we are. And I'm so blessed to have everybody that was on it in my life. Truly means the world to me. Real quick before I get into a lot of how I started doing all this, I do want to talk about this project for a minute. Until We Meet Again started as a very impulsive passion project. I had this idea based off of a video that Kevin Abstract had posted. He did an interview series where he was talking with other musicians. I just fell in love with the aesthetic of it, the way it was shot by Ashlyn Gray, who's their photographer, videographer. And the artist he interviewed, The Blossom, loved their music too. And we always were talking on Twitter and Instagram. That video just really inspired me, and I knew I wanted to do something with that aesthetic where it was just a very casual conversation, wasn't a formal interview or whatever. A couple years later, it came to me that I was meeting more creative people, and this was in 2023. I did want to include these creative people around me in some sort of project where I wanted to document their lives. I didn't know if I wanted to do that in like a magazine style, video style. I almost made this like a photojournalism type of storyline where I'll just post pictures, portraits of these artists, and then tell their whole story in a caption. But everybody deserved to speak their stories verbally. So I decided to make it into a video project instead. And the way that this actually started, though, I couldn't remember a time where I really felt like I was ready to do it. But around this time, a couple years ago, it was 2023, I had just cut communication with someone who was really close with me at that time. I just had a lot of built up emotion. I wasn't really working on any projects for a minute. And I had a lot of creative energy I wanted to let out. I felt like I just needed to do something big and dedicate it to myself at that time. That was a little lost and confused. Then the name came to me because I have a list of names for projects that I still want to work on. And it always starts off with having a list of names for stuff that I have in my notes app. One of them was just Until We Meet Again, based off a couple songs I was listening to at the time. It was a Childish Gambino song, 1238 is the name of it. It was a Pink song, I think it was Who Knew, where she says, "Until we meet again," somewhere in the song. I'm like, oh, what a coincidence. Like, I'm listening to both these songs and they both had that phrase, and I had that phrase in my notes already, so I'm like, I might as well use it. And it also coincided with what I went through at that time. Until We Meet Again, I'm like, that's the name for it. I thought that suited very well with a project like this, where I get to meet people and document their lives and catch up with them, talk about certain projects, and yeah, it was perfect. Then it was a nice day out, just like today, and I hit up Antonio, just like today, and I was just like, hey, let's go film this. Like, I want to interview you now. I want to start this project. And at that time, I had no idea it was going to go this far. That's a huge reason why I love doing this, is you start something that you think is going to be so small, and it turned into something much, much grander. At that time, too, this really was just going to be a project I thought I was going to do for myself. And now it turned into a platform for these creative people that were already my friends, that became my friends on the spot. And I'm just so happy that I had the opportunity to have these artists express themselves and tell their stories and introduce themselves to this whole creative Chicago community. And these people even met more people, and it turned into a whole networking project. And to me, that's super beautiful. And it was an honor for people to even come out and ask me hey, are you still doing interviews? Can I come do one of your interviews? It was really cool. And the fact that I had people involved that inspired me, and now they tell me that I inspire them, is truly a beautiful thing. And now that I'm talking about this, I do want to shout out everybody that was in the project. It's really important to me that I do this, because this series isn't anything without the 24 guests that were on here. I'm just so grateful for everybody that was involved in this. to even call you my friends as well, and to have you guys as connections that I can work with in the future if in case I needed music done or in case I need somebody to act or dance or anything, photograph stuff, record stuff for me or with me. It's a beautiful thing. And like I said, at that time, I didn't expect it to go this way. I thought it was just going to be something I would post on YouTube. I never had a YouTube series before. The turnout for this was just incredible, but I do want to shout everybody out. So I want to start off with the very first episode all the way to the most recent. I want to start with Antonio, who's behind the camera right now. This series does not exist without you. Going back to where this really all started in 2018, when I first met Antonio, we met at the Area Career Center in Hammond, Indiana, where we were both in a multimedia broadcasting academy. And this dude almost didn't even go to that class. He was in a construction class. And I believe he came into this class because I think he said it was the closest thing to music. From there, we were the most ambitious people, I think, in that class. We worked on projects that our teacher, Stephanie Reiser, we love her. We look up to her still. She was a great mentor, great teacher, and I'm happy that I still get to call her a mentor. Antonio and I worked on countless projects in that class together, ones that I'm still super proud of for as corny and low budget as they were. That wasn't the point. The point was we made some dope ass fucking art, and I was proud of it. I'm still proud of how it just is today. It's not about the quality, it's the energy that we put into it. And yeah. And then COVID with our magazine team, which I'll get into. I wouldn't have really felt a love for this as much as I do now if it wasn't for working with Antonio. And then next, we had Jordan. We had Jordan as the next interviewee. He's like a big brother to me. We're always listening to each other's crazy ideas. We're always on the phone with each other, and our phone calls are very therapeutic. And he's always checking up on me, making sure that I'm still locked in and I'm still in my creative mindset. I'm just so grateful that he's here because he helps me express a lot of my ideas. And he looks up to me as well. He really, really trusts me with getting his projects done, his visuals done for his amazing music. Big brother, seriously. And yeah, he means a lot to me, and he's family too. And next we had Celeste, aka Paz. Oh man, amazing artist. I love you. Like, your art is outstanding, but everything that sticks out about you is within you. I love talking with you about creative projects, about life. You really inspire a lot of us with just your words. You truly are a visionary, and I'm just so happy that you're in my life. And then Viviana, of course. Viviana Luna was our next guest. Her too. Excellent artist. Excellent artist. I love going to your showcases. I love being there in person and talking creativity with you. And we have a lot of good creative talks too, and you really inspire me as well. I hope to see you doing much more bigger exhibits, bigger shows. I thank you for being there for projects that I was super passionate about, and for introducing me to Celeste as well for that Valentine's Day shoot. It was a really good day. I'm super grateful that you're in my life as well. And then we have Colin, who makes music with Jordan. We got both halves of this wonderful duo, Half Lit. Colin, one of the most talented people I know. Incredible dancer, incredible rapper, good energy, man. I love being with him and Jordan. Being with both of them together just brings me this energy that everybody needs, man. They are just such humble, funny, loving people, and they care so much about anybody that really believes in their dreams, and they make me believe in mine even more. Kari, Season Vibes, who Antonio and I have made music videos for. We've done album cover shoots for as well. I know you're a busy man. I know we haven't worked on anything for a while. Super proud of you, man. Even from the music to the photography that you've been doing. Your photography is fucking outstanding, man, and your stuff is super inspiring too. And then you put me onto a lot of really cool models and other photographers too that now I'm in contact with, and I think that's super cool. So keep doing what you're doing. And then to wrap up the first season, Jennifer Real, Jen Alexa, you are incredible at what you do. The modeling and the makeup, all of that, you really are outstanding, and you're so fun to be around as well. And I also thank you for helping me, Tony, Juan, Evan, all of us with a bunch of projects. And thank you for also being there for another episode that I just filmed as well. I love having you involved with stuff, and I know for sure we'll stick around. And then to kick off the second season, we had Evan Manley, who also Antonio and I worked with as well for years. Dude, your editorial stuff is just, it's always blown my mind, and you know that. I'm always supporting you, man. The rest of the In-Depth team, like, you guys are incredible. Definitely check out their clothes. In-Depth screening based out of Hammond. You guys are dope, and I love coming into your hangouts and networking there as well, and I love what you guys do. But Evan, you're super inspiring, man, with your photography and your edits, everything you do. Caesar Castro was next. Caesar, you You got some skills. You're gonna win a Grammy someday for your music, man. I hope that you score those movies. I'm gonna have you score some stuff for me as well. You did score the music for season 2, which I was super happy to have you involved with for that. And just seeing how ambitious you are with your music and for producing, you got an amazing ear, man, and you're gonna do big things. So I'll keep an eye out for that Grammy speech. Next, we got the GOAT, the rock star, Jack Harvey, Jaden Harvey, Jack with the axe, my man. That's my brother, man. We've known each other since like middle school, high school. The way that you trust me with so much of your ideas, but from the music videos, the album covers and all that, and taking me to the studio with you and recording those studio sessions, and the music video we just shot the other day, we were sticking out sunroofs, you know. I'm so glad you trust my ideas. I think we make an excellent team. I love you, man. Like, you're really part of this world with me that we created together. Natalie, Celestial Gems, just like Jennifer, you two are killing it in that field. I love your work. You work so damn hard, working in and out of your studio and being a nurse. I'm always looking at your content, and you're one of the most hardworking girls I know right now. So keep doing that, and hopefully we get some new 2 gems soon. Victoria Reardon, another guest that we had that I also went to high school with. Your editorials are also super amazing. I love your photography. I was always telling you how much I love your work and how I always wanted to work with you. The stuff that you do with Aiden and Adam and Joe and all them, it's incredible and it's super inspiring, and I love that you get to work with them. They deserve somebody like you. I miss those guys. I hope to see a lot more work from you soon. These twins, man. Kari and Nero. Those guys are my world. Ever since middle school, since I met you guys, we found each other just because we were goofing around and acting crazy in school, getting in trouble together and all that. I never knew it would go from us being in a keyboarding class together to me going to about 20 of your shows with Luscia Jane. It's incredible. You guys make me smile every time. You guys make me cry laughing every time I'm with you guys. I'm always talking about you guys. You guys are family. You guys are my brothers. You already know. But I will say, these twins are incredible what they do, man. Kari, your production skills, your rap skills, your writing skills, your drumming skills, hello, fire, insane. Kari, you got some magic hands on that keyboard, brother. I love what both of you do. You both really inspire me, and introducing me to the band, it was a life-changing moment for me. Just like with Jack, it's us forever, man. Jackie, I love you, girl. I'm really grateful to call you one of my best friends, and you're just super creative as well. I'm waiting till the day I can really buy some new clothes from you. I know you're a busy girl, and I would really hope to see you getting back into that creative field soon with the garments. Hoping to see you work on some runways sometime in the future as well. Yeah, I'm super grateful to have you in my life as well. You always make my day special. Wrapping up season 2, we ended it off with Micah, who was one of the most creative people I have ever met. Amazing interview. I'm so happy that you got to work on that with me and that I got to work on your project with you for the Design Museum of Chicago. I show off that shirt every time that you had me be a part of. You're a killer. You are insane at what you do. The modeling, the self-photo shoots you do, and the acting, the graphic design with the music. You truly know what your gifts are, and you use them to your advantage, and that is just incredible. So keep on being an inspiration. And now we get into the 3rd and final season. Madison, Maddie, you're so cool. You're so fun to be around. You're one of the, I know we just reconnected a few months ago and we haven't seen each other since high school. I love partying with you, girl. I love dancing with you, and you are super inspiring as well in the sense that you just are always yourself. You don't care what people think, from the outfits you wear to expressing yourself online and being such a really loving person. Allie, another photographer that super inspires me. Your edits, your film photography. I never met anybody that was so deep into film photography like that. Your stuff is super inspiring too, even before we met. And your concert photography. Getting to meet you was really an honor, and I'm happy that Maya brought us together. I hope we get to work on something together. I hope we do some photo shoots together. I hope we get to work on some movies together. It was really good having you on the series. You're a super inspiring person. Trevor James. Sir Trevor James, one of the most hardworking producer DJs based out of Chicago. You are amazing at what you do. Your music is fire. Love listening to your music, and getting to meet you was such an honor as well. And being able to interview you and being able to go to your show at Get Lucked this past March was super fun. And again, thank you for letting me come to that and getting to document that with you. I hope to have you score some stuff for me someday. Your studio's almost done. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and I hope to slide someday, get some content done for you. But you're gonna get some really nice work done in there, and we're all super excited to hear it. Sydney, aka Madam Starlet, you truly understand what your gifts are too. You inspire me to be myself and not let anybody dim my light. Your stage presence, your music, the skills you have, all super inspiring. I've shown both of these guys. I've shown all our friends your music, family. I think you're gonna blow up really soon. You're gonna get big really soon, and I really hope to be at all your shows. Super grateful to have met you. You're a really good person. You're a really cool person. I think you really deserve what you're trying to reach for. So keep working hard. We're all keeping an eye on you. We're all keeping an ear open for you. You're a big inspiration for me, so thank you for just being you. Next, we got the public. We got Mike, Nathan, Alex, and Jake. You guys are incredible. You guys are amazing performers too. And I just saw you guys at Ashbury. I'm so happy that Jaden introduced me to Mike from Envion, and getting to see you guys perform again was just super cool. And being able to have you guys on here was also really cool. I hope we lock in some music videos soon. Hope we get some more photo shoots in soon. And keep on rocking out, man. You guys live it's insane. Your guys' shows are insane. So if you haven't been to a public show yet, you gotta go. Next we got Patricia, filmed by Reese. You and I met because Alani had asked me to get some BTS footage for your film project Red that you just released. At that time, being asked to just get the BTS footage for that I was excited for it. I was excited to just meet you and be a part of that project. And once I actually got on set, man, when I saw how you, Fat, Frank, Misha, Alani, everybody else that was there, such an incredible team. That was an experience I haven't had yet that I've been yearning to have so long. And being able to document that for you and seeing how you work was truly inspiring. I've always wanted to do some projects like that, and we're gonna get there one day. We're almost there. We are almost there, and being able to do that with you just bumped up that motivation even more. I'm super happy that we're in each other's lives now and that we get to help each other out with other stuff. And then speaking on that project as well, Alani, your interview just went up. Well, from the day we're filming this, your interview just went up a couple days ago. You were an inspiration as well. I told you I've been following you for such a long time. When I had the courage to answer your Instagram note when you were looking for a videographer for Patricia's project, and I slid up on that, I was like, I have to shoot. I gotta say yes to all these opportunities right now, and you accepted me to be a part of that. Feel so grateful for that. I'm very happy that you're in my life now too, and you're just so fun to be around. Like you're a really great person. Your energy is very contagious. I hope that we stick around and work on a lot of projects together soon. So, Alyssa, I just posted your trailer today. To you being a director for these amazing girls, these other dancers, seeing you live is just so fun. You're just so good at what you do. You're a really good friend to me, and I'm super grateful for you. I know we have plenty of talks about the future, but the near future, things are really looking out for you. I'm excited to see where things go for you. I know you're wrapping up your time directing at NIU, and again, just huge congratulations for you doing that. It takes a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears doing what you do, so you deserve all the praise for that. I'm always keeping an eye on you. Best of luck to you forever. And the last person I interviewed was my cousin Evelyn. I love you, Evelyn. You were an inspiration to me before I really started doing this like crazy. For you to tell me that I'm inspiring you now is just, it's crazy. I'm super grateful that she is part of my family. We do come from a very creative family, and you are incredible at what you do. I love your photography so much, and I can't wait to shoot this wedding with you later in the year. I'm so very grateful that I got to shoot your photos with Arnold back at the high school for your engagement photos. Yeah, thank you for letting me include your story in the series as well. So everybody I talked about, I had just rewatched all of these episodes this morning before I got ready for this interview. It was definitely an emotional roller coaster. There were tears, there was laughter, a lot of good feelings. I'm just so happy that everybody that I got to talk about was in this series, and I'm just so grateful that everybody here really is part of my life, really good creative connection, a friend, close friends. Now everybody gets to look back on something in the next few years, 5 years, 10 years. You guys get to look back on these videos and you get to see where it all started, or going back to these certain periods of your life where we're talking about our inspirations, where we see all of us in the next 5 years. And then I get to look back at these too, and it's really beautiful that I got to do this with you guys. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for helping me do this. This was a very, very stressful project. I still have 3 more episodes, including this one, to post as of right now. So we're still working hard. We're still pumping these out every Friday. What a series. These next guys I'm gonna talk about, they weren't in this specific project. I did just make a documentary for them a few months ago, back in December. Chicago's Forest Funk pioneers, Luscia Jane. You guys are family to me now. You guys are really family to me now. And I never expected it to go this far with you guys. Luscia Jane, as of right now, consists of 6 members. 2 of them we talked about, Kari and Nero, Bridio Santoro, Dante Natali, Jason Verrett, and Gabriel Medina. These are some of the most talented musicians I've ever met in my life. Going to all your shows brightens this light inside of me, and bringing all these people to your shows for the first time and seeing the mind-blowing experience that they have, it's like I'm reliving it every time with them. When I came to you with that idea of doing a documentary for you out of fun, that right now, besides this series, that documentary is also my baby. That's my favorite project right now. It's been a few months since I made it. Now it's like when I look back on it, I can actually enjoy it, and I can actually take it all in from the visual point of view, from the auditory point of view. It gets me very emotional looking at it now, because hearing how you guys carry yourself and how excited you are for your future and all these dreams that we share, I like almost can't stop myself from wanting to cry every time, because I see the future for us. I really see you guys blowing up like crazy. The reason it hits me so hard is because when you guys do get to that level where you're probably headlining shows, you're at bigger venues and festivals, releasing more albums and all that, no matter how far that is in the future from right now, it's a beautiful thing that we get to look back at that and listen to where we were all at this point in time. I'm just so full of love when I'm with you guys. I'm so full of creative energy, and you guys always inspire me. Thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you for letting me document stuff with you, expressing your love and gratitude for me, and believing in me as much as I believe in you. And congratulations on the singles, Would, Torture Me. At this point in time, you're not recording anything else yet, but I can't wait for that album, man. We can't wait for the album. We can't wait for the music videos. Yeah, they're Luscia Jane, so get used to it. So now I'm actually going to talk about myself a little bit. I want to say my interest in this field of work sparked all the way back to like kindergarten when I was like 5 years old. My parents had a bunch of DVDs for a lot of good movies. One of them specifically was Terminator 2. Watching all the behind the scenes bonus content from the box sets to looking at all the physical stuff, it was just so interesting to me, and getting to see the magic of filmmaking was super cool. And at that time, I was a whole YouTube nerd, and watching a bunch of YouTubers make a bunch of content, you know, like skits and stuff. I'm just like, I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to put out a little web series, little YouTube series. But I was a kid. I don't know. I just really liked Smosh and Ray William Johnson. I knew I wanted to make something visually appealing back then. And I don't know, I think when Vine came out, I was making some pretty funny Vines. I thought they were pretty funny. I don't know. I just liked making little videos, I guess. And then like throughout middle school, elementary school, I wasn't like really into photography like that. I mean, I was taking a bunch of my photos on my iPhones, my iPods at the time. And I was probably just editing stuff on like some mobile apps, you know, nothing crazy. Like I didn't take it that seriously. I wasn't taking pictures of people, probably like skylines and buildings and cars and stuff. And I took a photography class in high school, my sophomore year, and I learned basic things like composition, angles. I learned how to develop film. I worked with film photography, so that was really cool. But I didn't really utilize those skills until my junior year, when I started going to the area career center, like I mentioned earlier. That is where I started developing my editing skills. That's where I actually learned how to film, not just the technical aspects on how to properly use the camera and all that, but how to write things like proposals, how to screenwrite, how to storyboard. At that time, I had ideas ready, and being able to finally get some of them out with like Antonio and some other classmates and with my teacher, it felt very fulfilling. I learned how to make more professional projects like commercials and public service announcements and little music videos and documentaries, interviews. We did little news broadcasts like every Friday. I really worked my ass off in that class Tony remembers, my teacher remembers. I almost dropped out. I almost dropped out of that class because I was so stressed out and I was just way too in my head about being a perfectionist and wanting to put out the best because I knew I was doing good. At that time, it wasn't like, oh, this is just a school project. Why am I stressing out so hard about it? I think I just cared. I really just cared too much about these little projects, but at the time they were the world to me. I really care about bringing ideas to life visually. That's always been my main thing. It's not about putting content out for views, for gaining attraction and attention and stuff. If people come to me with an idea for a music video, for a commercial, for just content for their social media or anything, I care to make it look good. And I care to make sure that their messages are conveyed and the intentions are there and their needs are met. I mean, I don't want them to get screwed over by people who just see it as a business and a money-making thing. Strictly. To me, this is art. This work is the world to me. People have asked me, like, what would I do if I really wasn't into this line of work already? And honestly, I don't know. There is honestly nothing else that I would do besides this. Closest thing will probably be like producing music or something, because I love music. Music probably is my favorite thing in the world. Music probably is my favorite thing in the... I'll probably be doing something with music like that. I love to sing. Filmmaking, it's always going to be my number one. I plan to do this for the rest of my life. I plan to pump out a bunch of movies, a bunch of video work for the rest of my life. Directed by me, written by me. I hope to work with some really cool editors too, because editing is stressful and editing isn't my favorite thing to do. So yeah, I was in that area career center class for 2 years, graduated high school in 2020. During the peak of the pandemic was when me, Antonio, and the rest of our crew, we were called Mildly Happy. We were a magazine. We were doing a bunch of editorial photo shoots for models. We were shooting with our friends and doing music videos, little ads, and it was a lot of fun. There were 7 of us. It's me, Antonio, Evan, Joel, Juan, George, Elijah. Miss you guys. You know, I love you guys. We don't work together anymore like that. That's really where it all started, man. I wasn't a photographer until then. I wasn't taking photos until then. I was not confident at all with working with models and doing real professional work. I learned just from being with these guys. And if I didn't meet them and if I didn't start working with them doing this type of stuff, I don't know where I'd be. You know, I got my first cameras because of them. I started editing with Lightroom more because of them. And I mean, where I'm at now is insane. So yeah, we worked on a bunch of music videos from like 2020 through 2021 was when we were doing a bunch of stuff as a team. And then around the end of 21, going into 2022 was when we kind of split up a little bit and we all started doing our own thing. And I just never stopped. I never stopped doing the photo shoots. There was one time I thought I was going to retire. If you guys remember that, I almost quit because I didn't feel like I was good enough. I just started believing in myself more. Yeah, my confidence started coming back. And fast forward to these past couple years, like when I first started doing the series and I started working on music videos all by myself, directing them by myself, editing them by myself, for you guys, for myself, my friends and family, for my past self to my future self. I still have this childlike creativity and imagination that's never gonna die. And I'm just so grateful for everybody in my life that's helping me achieve my childhood dreams. I spilled a lot on this interview I did with Canvas Rebel magazine just a few months ago. So shout out Canvas Rebel for featuring my story in the magazine, and being able to share that was really cool. If you want to check out my interview, it's in the link on my Instagram. You can read that online when you want. So that was really cool. I'm never really inspired by one specific thing necessarily. I'm inspired by the experiences I have. I'm always paying attention to the world around me and being able to just go outside and watch how the world moves. I'm always studying the films I watch. I'm always looking up who directed what, who acted what. I'm always looking up these cinematographers, who edited these movies. And I just hope to work with these people someday. I just hope to make some really big movies someday. Another big thing is just the music that I listen to. When I listen to music, I feel like I can just really see it. And I'm always coming up with stories and ideas in my head. And it always starts from whatever mood I'm feeling from a song that I really like listening to or that I love. Once I see it in my head, I try to find other songs that will fit with it if I used it in a movie, like a soundtrack. And then I put everything into a playlist and I put the songs in order as if, all right, like this song is gonna go with this scene, which goes into this scene, which goes into this scene. And whenever I listen to these playlists, it's like I'm watching the movie in my head. That inspires me to keep pushing and start writing and start working on these little short films that have yet to go into the production stages. Where I'm at right now, I wasn't even thinking about maybe like a few months ago, a year ago, a couple years ago. I'm happy that I get to do this at this moment and document this exact moment in my life because things are changing. Things have changed just in the past couple months. It's April 2025 right now. I swear, like my creative circle right now wasn't even half as big as it was just this past New Year's. There's a lot of transformation coming. My third eye is just more open than it ever has been. I'm best friends with my angels right now. I feel very protected. Manifestations have been very strong. Too strong, it's a little scary, so careful what you wish for. Seriously, because it really may just come true. It's been a really beautiful, outstanding 2-year journey doing this series. And it hasn't been the only thing I've been doing recently. You know, I'm still doing a lot of music videos by myself. I'm still doing a lot of passion projects. Like I said, the Luscia Jane documentary. I still have a lot of collaborations coming up with all of these amazing people, and I'm still meeting new people and networking more. The rest of this year, 2025, is gonna be insane. So many new projects lined up. A lot of photo shoots coming up. A lot of music videos coming up. Got stuff with Kari. He just pulled through to come see the rest of this interview. He just asked me how I felt right now, and I told him I'm always in the right place at the right time. Always surrounded by the right people too. My favorite part about doing this, being able to capture these moments, solidify them, and just like what I was saying about the Luscia Jane documentary and this series, it's making stuff that these people get to look back at. Even looking back at my older work inspires me a lot too. I just love doing it. I love directing more than being behind the camera maybe, so I'm very excited to look for people that, you know, can do that work for me, that can operate cameras for me, and then work with people who can handle stuff like lighting, like assistant directors and stuff like that. So I don't always have to have my hands full, and I can just oversee everything, overlook it all. Just seeing everything come to life, bringing a vision to life, bringing these ideas to life that just start up here, to storyboarding everything or writing a bunch of random stuff down in my notes app, to talking with these guys, just like these people that I'm with right now, and sharing these ideas for these projects, and then finally bringing them to life. And when I'm at home editing this stuff and uploading everything, the reception is one of my favorite parts too. It's just the love that all of you guys give me. I love doing it for you guys too. It's conveying emotion through the art. It's conveying how I feel. All of the art that I see every day, whether it's on social media or the movies throughout that I watch, the music I listen to, the life experiences that I have, me absorbing all of that subconsciously and finally letting that out in this type of art form that I already love, that I'm already a big fan of. I mean, why wouldn't I want to do this for the rest of my life, you know? Everything's in its right place, and I'm just super happy to do that. Doing this third season came because I was just talking to Jordan. I went to go visit him at work one day, and we're just having a conversation. We're just catching up. We talk almost every day, but I love talking to him in person, and out of nowhere, I'm just like, I should probably do a third season, right? I've been meeting a lot of cool people, and the majority of these people in the season were people that I met for the first time. That's crazy, and I loved being busy every day. I always have something at home to edit now, and I'm always scheduling stuff at the same time, and it's great. I love the rush. I love being able to promote these other creative people in my life, being able to market with them, being able to work with you guys is just incredible. And I love that I get to help you guys make your dreams come true as well. Because that's my dream. Watching all of you bring yours into reality while I'm making mine a reality as well. And it's only up from here. I'm not gonna blow up unless you guys come with me. Everybody's coming with me. We're all gonna eat together. We're gonna share this experience together. We're all gonna share this success together. Yeah, I work alone a lot, but I didn't do all this by myself. Some life lessons I learned or relearned this past year, a lot of it is based off of like impulses. I'm a very impulsive person, so I'm really trying to balance that sometimes. Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. So sometimes it helps me do things like this, you know, it helps me bring out projects like this. Sometimes it gets me in trouble, you know, like I'm trying to balance that, trying to do better, like staying in this equilibrium state, not trying to overthink every little thing. Cause I feel like I'm the world's biggest overthinker ever, when really everything's okay. Everything's been going okay. I believe in myself that it's okay. I trust my intuition, and I understand my gifts that I was born with. I would be so ashamed if I didn't use them to my advantage. And sacrifice is definitely have to be made. Whether it is maybe cutting some people off in your life, not indulging in bad habits anymore, creating new habits that benefit you physically and mentally. We're living on borrowed time. You just have to live in the present moment, always. Being true to yourself is super important too. Individuality, you guys really taught me that. And I'm so grateful that I'm working with people that believe in themselves, because you helped me believe in myself too. Life as a sensitive artist is super hard, whether it's about just life or the work. You guys really helped me get through that. And also, there are snakes in the ground that will always be jealous of you, that are always gonna try to bring you down, that are always talking behind your back. And like I said, sacrifices gotta be made. And if you just catch on to that, and you just gotta let it go. Because they'll bite. They'll bite. If I can go back in time, give myself advice to my younger self, stay true to who you are. Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop trying so hard to fit in with people that don't match your needs, meet your creative energy, your emotional energy, because you're gonna be so burnt out and you're gonna be so depressed thinking that you're somebody that you're not. Stay creative, stay different, stay weird, keep dressing how you want to, keep listening to the music that you love, keep oversharing yourself to your friends online, whatever. Stop thinking shit's so cringe. Stop overthinking everything. Everything is okay. Your family loves you. You are a gift to this universe. You are a gift to your family, to your friends, and everybody loves you. You're gonna make mistakes, and at the time, it's gonna feel like the end of the world. Every single time. They turn into extremely valuable lessons. But look what it turns into. You know, you can always turn these negative experiences into something beautiful. I swear you can always trust your intuition. Keep loving yourself. That is the biggest thing. Be who you are. You're gonna be big someday. We're gonna have movies out with our friends and a family. That brings me to the last thing, where I see myself in the next 5 years. I see myself working on some big budget projects, directing, writing, involved in making this art. I see myself waking up every morning stressed about the projects I'm gonna be working on that day. I see myself doing this every single day of my life. I really would love to be doing that. I wanna be on sets every day. I wanna be working on films every day. I wanna be making art with you guys every single day of my life, because that brings me so much joy. This is my zen. This is my life. It's already starting to be so insane. It's getting very hectic now, and I love that. I love being busy with this. We're gonna get very wealthy off of this, because rich minds are gonna make us rich, and you guys give me the confidence that I need to be a bigger artist. Maybe a few years ago, I never would have thought I was even gonna make it to this point. What if I never really make it with this career? Like, what am I gonna do with my life? How long am I really gonna be here? But you guys gave me the motivation to stay here, and I'm gonna keep working with this the rest of my life. We're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be up, making movies, making big ass music videos, winning some Oscars. Let's get some projects going. It's a little scary. I'm scared of the change, but it's all I want. It's all I want, so let's blow up. Thank you for anyone that tuned in with the series, that watched every episode, maybe watched 1 episode, 2 episodes, maybe only watched the trailers. Just thank you for your support and for everything. Thank you all for just being you. Until we meet again.